Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at ADA. Before we get into the price action, just want to say thank you for watching. If you are enjoying the content, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to check out the Discord in the description below. It's free to join, so why not come and check it out. So primarily with ADA, I was looking for the potential to actually come back down one more time for the C leg. And it's not invalidated. The problem is that we do seem to have a 5-wave structure here to the upside, and we can count this in a couple of ways. So I was initially looking at the potential that this could be a 4th wave within here, but the problem is it's actually gone too big. So the way we would have argued that is that actually this 3rd wave completed into this high, and then we had this 4th wave basically developing as a triangle. But the problem is it's gotten very big compared to this wave 2 here. So I don't really want to look at it like that. Rather, I'm looking at the potential that we could actually still be within this yellow B wave, and we could actually be looking to extend to the upside here, and basically be looking out for sort of a flat correction like this, where this becomes an A. We actually come up for a B, and then we look for the C wave. We do need to be, however, careful that we don't. There's two potentials here where we could actually look for this breakout to the upside. Once again, even within the smaller structure here, I was looking for that additional leg to the downside. But potentially, if we look at this as a triangle, we could argue that, this could actually still break to the upside. It could also be a B-wave triangle, but the problem is we do get a bit more overlap here, which doesn't actually make sense within the triangle. We'd have to potentially, if we do break out, we'd have to look at this as a diagonal, where this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've actually come down, or will come down one more time for a B wave retracement, and then actually look to push up. If we do maintain this 786 zone of this 90, 39 to 22, we can argue we could see something like this play out, like I said, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as a diagonal. Then actually look at this potentially as an A, B, come back down for a C, and then actually look to push up from there. So this is still a possibility. We could see this then develop as having a connector wave here, just being a wave 2 or a B wave. It wouldn't have come very deep though, so I don't really like, I'm not really liking the structure of this at the moment. But if we do start to break out and we start to push up past this 42.12 zone, we can look for that potential to break to the upside. And what we'd be looking for then would actually be the potential that either this is a wave 2, and we could look for this higher target here of this 53.26, or alternatively, this is a wave, an A wave, a B wave, and we're looking for a C wave, in which we could actually look to target out towards this 47.08 if this starts to get going. Obviously, like I said, that we need to hold that support zone and hold this low here at this 38.55. If we do break below that, then basically what I'd be looking for would be primarily to find support within this 3815 to this 3601. If we fail to hold this 3601 and we actually start to break down deeper, we can then potentially argue that this is not a 5-wave structure here, or we'd have to look at it from this point here, where this has been an A, this is a flat as a B, and then actually look to break to the downside. So it's going to be important what happens from this point. If we get another push up here and basically form a 3-wave structure where this becomes an A, this is a B, and we get a C wave to the upside, then my target would be this 47.08. If we, however, push up higher here, we'd have to monitor how we actually got there within the structure. But then we could actually be potentially looking for a bigger 5-wave move here towards this 57.49 to this 54.84 zone. So these are possibilities within the current structure. And for as long as we hold this 34.50, we can still look for this bullish potential here. So there is two ways that we're looking at this move. So I'm looking at this either as an A, a B, and then looking for a C wave to the upside. And basically what we'd be looking for, if I just come back out here onto the 4-hourly, we can go over this. What we'd be looking for is the potential that this is an A, a B, and potentially a C to the upside, which could take us towards this 59.62 area. So, this is still possible. If we do get this secondary 5-wave move in here, we can see how that would take us quite close to this zone. It would also be looking to attack this high point here. So that would be something, a key sort of area to see for a reaction if we are going to look to get rejected and actually look for further continuation to the downside. The problem is we were looking for this as a potential expanding diagonal, and if we actually cross this 4400 area, that would actually invalidate that potential. So we need to just be a little bit careful within this zone. It could look to push to the upside, though ideally I'd like to see a deeper retracement here. Whether we push up in 3 waves first, and then we look to come down with a 5-wave move, that would still fit the structure, and then potentially actually look to come down towards this zone here of this this 3354 to this 3149, or alternatively this could actually start to progress here to the upside, and we could actually start to look and push to these higher levels that we have indicated here. This is some from the move to the downside. These are some key fib areas that I'm looking at. We've actually come up to that 0.618, so it'll be interesting to see whether we manage to push higher than this. If we do push higher than this, that 786 would actually be here at this 4898, and that could then offer us rejection, and we could look to push down. So if we do see this 3-wave structure develop to the upside here, and we fail to develop additional 4ths and 5ths here, you know, we can actually argue we could look to break to the downside. We still haven't invalidated going down yet, but it does seem to be holding strong, and for as long as we hold above these zones and we continue to push up and set these higher lows, we can potentially look to continue to climb here. The other way that I'm looking at this move, so that's looking at the breakout to the upside. This is looking at it just as a 3-wave structure. We can see here on the shorter term that off of these 2 highs here, I've drawn this channel. It is possible as well that we could just move back up into this channel and find rejection again, and actually look then to push to the downside. So this is something worth keeping an eye on. If we did, that could then push us towards that 1-to-1 of that 3827, and then what we'd be looking for is either this to play out in a 3-wave structure, something like this, or alternatively, if we push down deep enough, we could see a 5-wave move, which would then make this a flat correction to the downside. If that's the case, the target zone would be much the same. If it does extend out, though, effectively what we could be looking for here is a move lower down towards this 1236 to this 1382. That would take us right down to that golden pocket zone if we did get a flat correction play out here, and we actually look to push down deeper within this zone. So that 1236 would be quite an interesting zone, as well as this previous high, which would also line up with that 618. So you know, there's a couple of zones within here which we'll have to monitor. Within this, what we're looking for, like I said, on the bigger picture, is for whether we've got impulsive structure to the upside here, or whether we actually whether we just have a corrective move. If we just form a 3-wave structure up, then effectively we would look to invalidate this bullish potential here. And the thing is, the structure in the top here is not great. I'm not trusting this move quite yet. I want to see whether we actually manage to get this bigger push up here, because for as long as we actually stay below this 4400, it is also possible to just start to break down. So I'd want to see that clear for us to get a bit more bullish here, and then potentially also look for that possibility of actually moving past these 1-to-1s. Like I said, you know, we can look at this B wave just potentially extending out here, where that becomes a B, and then we still look for this C wave down here, where this has just been an A, a B, and then a C wave, looking for this continuation down to this down towards this green box area. If, however, we do start to sell off more extremely here, then we'd have to just be careful that we don't actually look to come down and take this low point. But for the time being, it hasn't broken any bullish structure, so we have to remain with that. But really, the bigger trend to the upside, if we were looking for that, would only get confirmed by pushing up past this 8378 zone, and that would be looking at this potentially as a 1-2. Like I said as well, you know, I don't really like this wave 2 here. It would make more sense for this to sort of come down one more time. Whether we push up a little bit more here and then come down, this will be the main target area that I'm looking for. Though sometimes we do get these where we just get a shorter wave 2 and then it progresses up. So, you know, we need to be a little bit careful about this. if it starts to follow that bullish potential to the upside, you know, then we can be looking for that bigger breakout. And that's, yeah, basically what we'll have to keep an eye out there. So this is what we need to be careful of. You know, if we're looking for more downside, we want to break above this wave 1 high, want to get above this 4400 zone, and then we also want to progress up towards this 5326. Really, until we break this wave 1 high here at 4226, we can always see this progression to the downside. It is also possible we could just break this and move out towards this zone of this 1382 area for B wave, and then actually look to break down once again for that C wave. So these are all still possibilities. Just breaking this high here is not really enough to confirm it, but if we do maintain this low at this 3856, then potentially we can actually look for this bullish structure to develop. And what we want to see is we want to start to see some good volume coming in here, and we want to see quite vertical moves. If this just moves sideways, it becomes more likely that actually we're still within a corrective structure, and effectively then what I would be looking for is the potential to either break down from this point where this wave starts to break down, or alternatively, like I said, you know, looking for that possibility of an ABC up to this 47-cent range, and then looking to break down from that point. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that we were talking about. A couple of things, but a lot of those moves have been validated now. So these are just the most likely options that I'm still looking at. It's important to see how we react here. Like I said, until we break 44, it is possible that this whole move can still just break down again. But looking at some of the other coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, with that possibility of another push up here, we just need to be careful and see whether we actually manage to reach these target zones and whether we manage to hold these key support areas. Losing this zone here would then make me look for the possibility of actually moving down lower, and that target zone would actually be looking at this zone here, this 3354 to this 2700 area. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. In the description below, you can find both affiliate links for BYBIT and Prime XBT, which are exchanges we use when we're doing our trading. If you don't have an account, using the affiliate link does help support the channel, and we do appreciate it, as well as the Discord, which is free to join. So check it out below. Like I said, free to join, no harm trying. Everyone, see you in the next one. Take care. Have a good rest of the week.